Hey guys, Grayson here. Welcome to my channel. Well, in today's video, I'm going to continue working in the flower bed by the driveway. I have Impatiens and Alyssum that I've got to get planted, get those out of the seed trays that I started just a few months ago. Let's get started. Now, this is the area that I'm going to be working in today. Now, I just transplanted all of this Dusty Miller last week, and with all the rain that we've had, it is doing well. It's taken very well to this area, and I love the placement of it. So we're just going to continue on right here in the semicircle right by the driveway and sidewalk with all of the Impatiens. I think they're just going to tuck in nicely. I have 10 of them, so they're going to get anywhere from a foot to a foot and a half tall and wide, and they're pink and magenta in color, and I'm just going to mix them together, and I think they will look really beautiful here. Let's get started. You know, we've had a lot of rain over the last several days, but we needed it, which will help these settle in nicely. And I contribute that to the Dusty Miller doing so well here. Okay, so now that all the Impatiens have been planted, next thing to go in the ground are going to be the Gold Dust Alyssum. This is a whole nother flat of plants. I have the Gold Dust Alyssum, snapdragons, lupins, hollyhocks, English daisies, all in this flat, and those are going to be going in other areas of the garden. Now the Gold Dust Alyssum is going to grow anywhere from 8 to 10 inches tall and wide. and they are great for rock gardens, slopes, rocky areas, very hot, dry areas. I need to go ahead and get these out of these containers because they're looking a little weary. Now I have 11 of these plants, and I'm just going to dot them along this front edge of this flower bed here, and they are perennial, so hopefully they'll do well here and that they'll begin to kind of fill in with large bright yellow clumps. I'll try to put a picture of them on the screen for you. Anywhere where you have a hard time growing anything, this alyssum should do the trick. So let's go ahead and get these in the ground. So these are planted in these little paper pots, and they just tear away from each other, and you just plant the whole paper pot and all. Now these are only a couple of months old, so we're going to see how they do. Now these are supposed to be pretty mounding and form just pretty big clumps. You want to space these about 6 to 8 inches apart. these little paper pots are just kind of sliding off of them. Now y'all, we've had so much rain, I'm not even gonna water these in right now because we are expecting more rain later on this afternoon and actually for the next several days. So these will get watered in very nicely. Hopefully these will take hold and just fill in this whole bank here. And here they are, y'all. Here are all 11 of the gold dust alyssums planted here on this bank. I just kind of did them in a triangle pattern, all the way zigzag all the way down. Now I have plans for areas here and up and through here, but I just wanted these to kind of fill in and just kind of cascade. This is on the bit of a slope. And yeah, I've been wanting to try to figure out what to put in this area for a while. And these little perennials will hopefully come back and mound up nicely and just fill in with the bright pop of yellow. Even though they're very, very small, they have been hardened off. They've been under grow lights, you know, for 16 hours a day. But I would say for the last 3 weeks or so, I've been taking them outside. And the first, you know, you want to start with about 30 minutes, then bring them back in. And the next day you take them out for another 30 minutes and bring them back inside. And then so on and so forth to where you build them up and get them acclimated to the outdoor temperatures and light until you have them hardened off. And here they are finally in the landscape to enjoy their new home and garden bed. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for these. And then as we make our way up the driveway, you can see a little bit of slope here, but as we make our way up the driveway, then here is the dusty miller that we transplanted last week, and the rains have really helped those tremendously to acclimate in their new spots. They have not missed a beat. They're standing up. They are extremely hardy. And then all of the impatiens dotted along here. I believe there's 11. And then since we're at it, I'll go ahead and show you the geraniums here. And they're a new home. They haven't changed a lot. They're just now getting acclimated. Here's a different angle. Now I do have a little bit of drip tubing showing here. I need to get that covered back up. But yeah, the geraniums seem to be doing okay. Hopefully those will start pushing blooms here in the next week or so. And of course I'll bring you along and show you as soon as that begins to happen. But yeah, I just have enjoyed working in this bed for the last few weeks, and I really want to get it filled in. Of course, all this rain has helped the Holy Grail hibiscus here with its dark leaves. It's hard to see because of the black mulch. And these mums have just done outstanding. They have really grown quite a bit, and they're extremely hardy. And I'm looking so forward to the blooms this fall. But I tell you what, I think that was the right move with the Dusty Miller. It just looks incredible here. And then whenever these hot pink and baby pink impatiens begin to bloom with the green and the silver behind it, it's just really gonna look outstanding. And that's gonna do it for today's video and project. Thank you so much for watching. You know, it feels really good to get these impatiens and this gold dust alyssum in the ground. You know, after a couple of months of growing them from seed, I'm excited to really finally be able to see the fruits of my labor and get all of these little seedlings in their new home. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching Gardening with Grayson. See you next time.